one last impression to be made in our bantamweight third place fight between ERIK COON and Eric Sidekick Sanchez. One thing's for sure, Ross, Eric's gonna win.
Eric is gonna win, but which one?
I'm a young fighter. I am nowhere near the peak, but you know, I want to show that I'm the dominant fighter here.
Getting the Karate Combat contract would have been a lot, but at the end of the day, I made those mistakes and I'll fix those.
Out of that blue corner, West Virginia zone, junior USA team member ERIK COON seeking redemption. And out of the red corner, Sidekick Sanchez, who again trains under Brian Ross Levine. No better person to have in your background.
Yeah, solid coaching here. You know, this is going to be a curious fight. One of the comments that we had about ERIK COON was he just didn't quite get going. So he's got an opportunity now to show us his skills and make a good impression on these jury.
Referee Chris Imyoki gets us going for this one. COON lost to Barker in his quarterfinal bout. Christian Dexter beat Eric Sanchez. Each guy has one final fight here to make a lasting impression. COON lands early.
Yeah, I like the front kick from ERIK COON there, keeping the range on the kind of the faster, quicker Eric Sanchez. But you know what? I am going to say a little disappointed. Sidekick Sanchez did not open with a sidekick.
We might have to rip that nickname from him. ERIK COON really active off of his back with those up kicks as well, mitigated all of the ground and pound from Sanchez.
That's what you're supposed to do. You know, you got to make sure if you're going to be in that position, you have to keep yourself safe, whether that's, you know, closing the gap by pulling yourself closer and controlling the arms so they can't ground and pound, or use that up kick to do some damage and keep your space. 3 seconds too, it's not a ton of time, so you got to choose one and stick to it.
Eric Sanchez here in the center. ERIK COON whiffs on that one.
One of the things that we saw Eric do really well, Eric Sanchez do in this first fight, was he was really giving a lot of feints. He was throwing that lead leg side kick. Not as much of that in this round. It might be a little of fatigue, but he is going to the body and changing levels, which I love to see, especially in amateur fighters. You don't see that a lot.
Good kick by ERIK COON. Now some punches, but Sanchez brings him down.
Stop.
Similarly, though, not a lot of ground and pound from Eric Sanchez. COON doing a great job of mitigating.
Absolutely.
Seems like this is the last opportunity for both of these gentlemen to make an impression on the jury. Ross Levine, how would you want to do it?
Yeah, I mean, you have to go for broke here. And like we were talking about in some of the other fights, you know, especially you've only got 2 rounds to make an impression. You have 2 rounds, 2 minutes in the amateur rule set, and 10 seconds left here. You got to get busy. You got to go to work and make things happen here.
Final moments of round number 1 between ERIK COON and Eric Sanchez. A collision to close out those first several minutes. Ross Levine, your takeaway.
Yeah, much more action from ERIK COON here than it was in his first fight. Definitely looking good. I'd like to see him mixing it up, and certainly with Sanchez changing levels, going to the head, going to the body. That mix-up is what it's all about. So it's a nice clash of styles. I like this matchup.
Okay. Let's take it to the jury to find out their thoughts on round number 1 between ERIK COON and Eric Sanchez.
Yeah, I just feel that both of these guys came in here to really show who's the better one this time. I guess they have a lot of pressure from both have lost their fights, you know, so they really want to make a statement, and I think that's clear when you watch the fight.
Yep, I think Sanchez was smart coming in with the right cross to the body and left it to the head. He used it a few times, like 3 times, and the first 2 times worked, so that's nice. I think the more kicking we had there from COON, so it's going to be interesting to see what the fight is going to be.
Second round will be important.
Yep.
Veteran referee Chris Imyoki gets us ready for round number 2 in this bantamweight third place bout.
Round 2, are you ready? Are you ready? Fight!
ERIK COON billed himself to us as just a small town guy trying to make the dreams happen. He's got 1 more round with which to do it. Sanchez similarly.
Yeah, you know, it's tough too, because this is not a decision by the jury. This is a fight that's going to the judges' scorecard. And in a round that's so close, you have to just go all out in this round. It looks like they're doing it here with a little bit of ground action.
Sort of a head and arm throw right there from ERIK COON.
Face each other. Fight.
Excellent work by Imyoki. Again, best in the business. That referee is. ERIK COON backed into the corner. Sanchez, sort of a pedestrian start here in this second round.
Yeah, he's doing a good job controlling the space, but he's not making the most of it here. Getting on top, though. Nice knee on belly here. And he's laying down some of that groundwork.
Face each other.
Better ground and pound, better positioning.
Great adjustment. You know, that first round we saw ERIK COON extending his legs, and here Sanchez was able to pass the legs, take knee on belly, and do some damage. That's what you like.
You got to think what the cardio of ERIK COON might be. He's taking some shots to the midsection. Volumes drastically decreased.
And he's still doing well in the clinch situations, and a high kick as well.
And then a left by Sanchez. Stinging strikes from both fighters. Excellent combination right there from COON, and a throw.
Nice side throw there. Couldn't maintain the top position.
I want to mention that Eric Sanchez had 3 fights fall apart this year. Fight camps completed for all 3 of those, but the fights didn't materialize. So people talk about staying ready. You don't have to get ready. Eric Sanchez certainly staying ready.
That's the way to do it. You know, you always, this is not an off-season sport. You know, you got to be ready all the time, all year round. And we're seeing it. You know, he's really putting the pressure on, trying to take this over. Last 10 seconds here.
Can Sanchez put a stamp on this, or will COON come alive? Bit of a ground entry and some grappling to close out this excellent 2-round affair in our bantamweight 3rd place bout. Ross Levine, your thoughts?
Yeah, what a beautiful fight. I mean, round 1, round 2, they both look so similar. You know, a lot of action. I gotta say, in that last round, there was a 20-second period where we saw some amazing shots from both fighters. Here was one of them, a straight right hand from ERIK COON, followed up right away by a nice side throw there.
Great grappling by both individuals. Sanchez with some good head movement there as well. A bit of an outside trip attempt by COON. I like that in their last impression here in Karate Combat. They're mixing it up. They're really showing all the different wrinkles they have.
It's what you got to do, man. You got to show every facet to the game, and these guys really turned it up. You know, sometimes you look at these 3rd place fights and you're like, oh, they both lost. But man, that was honestly one of the best performances we've seen today.
Let's take it to the jury. See, the judges are asking for a 3rd round between ERIK COON and Eric Sanchez.
You ready? Fighter, are you ready? Are you ready? Round 3, fight!
The judges decided we get some more action between ERIK COON and Eric Sanchez. Big head kick to open things up from COON.
I love it. That's the way to set the tone right off the bat, man. You know, I love the decision to go to a 3rd round. I thought that was the right call. We got to see the big action here. Way to open the 3rd round with a head kick that connects from ERIK COON.
Highly competitive is West Virginia's own ERIK COON. Sanchez.
Another head kick.
There we go. And a bit of a grappling entry. COON didn't get the better of it. Sanchez kind of taking pictures. Ross Levine in this 3rd round.
Yeah, he's got to get moving. You know, it's in a 2-minute round. You already got hit with 2 big head kicks. It's time to turn it up a notch. He's got to take control in this, what is probably the final minute of this round here.
Deep press by ERIK COON. Sanchez strikes, brings him down.
Stop.
Once again, excellent up kicks, evaded the damage, but COON might be gassing out right here, Ross.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a lot of energy to throw the big kicks. Sanchez did exactly what we asked for him to. Now, I don't know if he's hearing us or he's listening to the coach or he's just excited to get this 3rd round going, but he's putting it together here.
Sanchez not content with a decision victory. Seems like he wants to stop ERIK COON.
Yeah, hands on the hips, never a good sign. Definitely shows you're tired, but hey, listen, tired doesn't matter anymore. You got to go.
And equipment malfunctions don't matter either. You got an opponent in front of you, you got to make it work. Sanchez back in on the grappling. COON controlling posture, Ross.
Yeah, you know, this is exactly what Sanchez needs to do if he expects to win this fight. Even if he's tired, he's got to close the distance. And remember, effective aggression is high on the scoring criteria. So if you can nullify those big kicks, you got to do it.
Final 10 seconds in this 3rd and final round. ERIK COON and Eric Sanchez. Sanchez has come alive in the final moments of this fight, Ross.
Unfortunately, no side kicks from Sidekick Sanchez, but did he do enough in that final round to make it happen? You know, he ate a couple of head kicks in the beginning, but that second half of the round, we saw him pile on the aggression. He started closing the gap and really took away all the opportunities for ERIK COON to do any damage. It's going to be interesting to see what the judges think from this one. Tough one to score, Ben.
Definitely an intriguing affair. In our third place bantamweight bout, we take it to the jury to get their thoughts on that 3-round war between ERIK COON and Eric Sanchez.
The battle of the Eriks was intense. Now we go to our jury. What were your thoughts on that fight?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. On KC 38, we had the battle of the Brunos. Now we had the battle of the Eriks. I really enjoyed the fight. I think, Eric, you did great in the beginning, and Eric, you did great at the end. Both Eriks, you did great. Now it's up to the judges and their scorecards of what the decision is.
Yeah, I think it was great. It was much better than the first fight. Listened to the instructions, came in with great strikes. I like the wide body shot with the hook to the head. They landed a few times. By the way, I love the combination also the other way around. Just try that one time, left hook, right body, works all the time. You also listen to the instructions, you know, you got way more kicks. You landed a few high kicks. That was really nice. So the striking was there as well. Started fading a little bit at the end, right, but that's an easy fix. That's run a few hills.
And Samuel, any final thoughts before we head to the judges' scorecards?
No, I just think both fighters grew into the fight. I mean, one of them had the first round very clearly, and the second one had the second round very clearly, and now the third round was, you know, both really went for it. So I'm excited to hear the decision from the judges.
I definitely feel like I won round 1 and 2. I don't think I should have went to the third in the first place, but it happens.
I'm not gonna lie, when I heard it was gonna go to the third round, I was a little surprised, but then I was like, this is good for me. Let's do it, let's work. Let's make another round. I wanna show that I'm the dominant fighter here.
The envelope. Yeah.
The judges' scorecards are in the hands of our league president. Adam, what is the results?
We got the decision, and the winner is...
The third round, man, started off feeling right. Everything was putting together right. He was pretty quick, but I was beating him to the punch on each punch. I was just getting a little fatigued.
He was doing a really good job of, you know, holding me down so I couldn't get my ground and pound in. I was trying to be smart, trying not to rip out of it, because I was like, I'm not getting out of this in the next 2 seconds, so I'm just gonna take the takedown and move on.
Eric Sanchez.
Congratulations, Sidekick Sanchez.
Eric Sanchez impresses in his final appearance here in the Karate Combat Pit, claims third place in the bantamweight Kumite tournament.
You know what, third place is nothing to, you know, shake your hat at.
Do I believe I'm ready for a Karate Combat contract? Yes, 100%. If there's a Kumite 2 and my name gets invited, I'll be the first motherfucker here ready to weigh in and fight. And that's a fact. And I'll come out next time with a contract. There's no answers but that.
Congratulations, Sidekick Sanchez. How special is it to have Boss Rutan compliment you like he does?
This is insane. This is crazy. I'm in Miami. I'm fighting for Karate Combat. Some of the most famous strikers in the world are talking about my striking technique. I have one word, gratitude.
And you have Ross Levine there breaking down your fight. After a performance like that, I know it's for third place, but you got to be pretty proud of yourself.
I'm pretty proud with how I was able to perform today. It was that first fight that I had, I was able to learn from the mistake that I made in terms of having both my feet on the ground, or both my knees on the ground, and ground and pounding. I got that yellow card for that, so that was a little frustrating, and that kind of like threw me off a little bit. But I came into this round, or this fight, and I was like, I really need to get that together. I'm going to look for more trips, and I'm going to I'll try to box a little bit more this time rather than just throw my side kick. Still made the side kick work, you know, Sidekick Sanchez, but I'm really proud of the fact that I was able to take this basically on a week's notice, come down here and show the people of Karate Combat that I'm the real deal. I'm a young fighter, I'm only an amateur still, and you're gonna be seeing more of me.
You have a lot of charisma. You have that great attitude, that magnetic energy. I love it. We cannot wait to see what's in the future for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you to Karate Combat. Thank you to everyone. Absolutely.
We'll see you.
Oh yeah, you want to see it? It's for you, boss.
Woo!
Thank you, everybody.
Good job, man.
I've seen this somewhere.
Yeah.
You can see me in that pit any day, any week, on any notice. I'm gonna be in there. Thank you so much, Ice.
Thanks
Thanks for watching. I'm Layla, and if you liked what you just saw, make sure you subscribe.